It's been almost a full day since elimination, and I'm still not over my girl Fantasia's removal from the competition. Like, I get it, she wound up in the bottom. She didn't live up to the criteria according to the judges, and she got sent home. I'm having a hard time coping because she is like kind of like a day one OG Group 1 bestie, and I know there's only going to be more of us going home the closer we get to the finale, but it doesn't make it any easier.
I'm still reeling from that lip sync, and of course seeing Fantasia getting eliminated was heartbreaking, and if I could go back and do it all over again differently though, I wouldn't change a damn thing. This is still a competition, and you're either in it to win it or packing your bags to go home.
All I have to say is that I am super glad to not have been in the bottom. I'm not saying that I can't lip sync, but I can't lip sync.
This last lip sync went hard, like really, really hard. I thought that Fantasia was gonna pull through and get to stay. No shade, no tea to Yoshka, she's a great queen, but you know, us Group 1 girlies gotta stick together, and I would rather see more queens from my original premiere group than Group 2, just for familiarity's sake, and also because it's dawning on me the contest is coming to a close very, very soon, and there's going to be even more of us gone.
Sure, Fantasia going home sucks for the other girls, but I am a serious competitor and want to win, so goodbye to anyone who is not good enough to stay.
I didn't really know Fantasia all that well, but it still sucks seeing someone's hopes and dreams getting dashed like that. I know it's been said before, but this is not Morgan's best friend race, and the competition probably isn't for everyone. You know, I still think Fantasia had a lot to show, but I guess like we'll never get to see it. And
while I kinda hate seeing more Group 1 girlies get the chop, I have to say that I'm relieved that it wasn't me on the chopping block. Besides, we're nigh the finale now, and it's time we sent more of these filler queens home.
I'm honestly surprised that Fantasia went home before the unfunny Salvadorada queen or Madison Square Root of a cheeseburger grimace queen. Yoshka would have been a better choice, and that's not just because I can't stand the bitch, but because she's annoying, and her only talent is looking like a pretty girl.
Hello, my wonderful queens. The time has come for you to reach deep down inside and pull forth a persona to display before the judges, your fellow queens, myself, and the audience worldwide. That's right, Snatch Game is here. Arguably the make it or break it of Morgan's Drag Race. 9 of you are here, but how many of you will remain after Snatch Game? So, go through your routines, your costumes, your characters, your ideas, and pick something or someone good and funny. And I'll see you there at Snatch Game! Hello, hello, hello! It's that special day, queens! Do you know what day it is? It's Snatch Game Day! Cyanide! Darling, do you have something good cooked up for Snatch Game? You're so creative. I'm sure you already have something in the oven as we speak.
I do, actually. I'm going to be a character named Reverend Chocolate, who is sort of an original character, but is also a pedestrian in Grand Theft Auto 5 that me and my bestie came up with, and it's gonna be good. You're all gonna laugh. Everybody's gonna laugh. If you don't laugh, you can sue me.
Well, alright, that sounds interesting. A lot of times when people bring their own unique take to Snatch Game, it ends up being really good, and sometimes even more entertaining than a well-established persona. How about you, Jensiana? Who are you planning on portraying for Snatch Game?
I will be playing the beautiful, the talented, the immaculate Jennifer Lopez.
Oh, okay. It's an interesting choice. I could see you maybe going the South Park route with Jennifer. Now, remember, J-Lo isn't exactly known for her sense of humor, but I think you can make it funny with maybe her interactions with staff and with people around her, and I have faith that you're going to turn it out, Jinsiana. Well, both of you, break a leg, good luck, as we say in the show business. Pashmina Pachuca, who on earth are you going to portray for Snatch Game? I'm dying to know.
I'm going to be the host of Drag Race El Dorado, Oaxaca DeLite.
Oh, that's an interesting choice. I don't believe anyone has portrayed any of the Drag Race hosts so far on this show. I think Icy portrayed RuPaul on The Snatchular on Redemption, but no one has actually portrayed anyone here in the Sins universe. That'd be interesting. I'm curious to see how it'll turn out, Pashmina.
Well, I was going to play Jenny from Forrest Gump, but I left my folk guitar at home and I looked terrible illuminated on stage naked.
Why, hello there, Anna Matronic. I assume you have an idea set up for Snatch Game.
I'm going to be Heidi Fleiss. She was kind of a big deal in the 80s and 90s.
Oh, I remember hearing about her. She was a very, very infamous brothel madam back in the 80s. She had some cohorts and she did some things, and she ended up doing some time for it. That ought to be an interesting Snatch Game performance. I look forward to seeing it.
I'm not worried about my Snatch Game at all. Morgan's going to be laughing while the children at home get educated.
Lumina, my favorite Dunmer drag queen. In fact, the only Dunmer drag queen I've ever met. I imagine that you're going to put on one hell of a show for Snatch Game. Am I right?
Actually, I have a couple of ideas in mind, but I'm not really sure which I should go through with, so I was thinking about combining them. One of them was I was going to be like High Inquisitor Ellenwyn of the Thalmor of the Outmary Dominion. Not really a Dunmer thing, but we know about her, we like to make fun of her, and we like to make fun of all of the Outmer in general because they suck. And Ellen DeGeneres, the famous ex-talk show host, and kind of combine them because they're both crazy. I think that would be funny.
That sounds interesting. That could be fun. Doing political characters is always a risk of alienation. But, you know, as queer people, as drag queens, LGBT community, we have to make a statement. We have to put our foot down and take a stance. You know, we have to fight against bigotry. We have to fight against homophobia, transphobia, racism, all that stuff. And drag is the ultimate fuck you to the powers that be, who would see us be excommunicated in mass. And I absolutely, without even knowing literally anything about who you're talking about, Lumina, I applaud it. It's a political statement, a political character. I'm 100%. You have my seal of approval.
I took what Morgan said to heart because drag really is like a political statement in and of itself. When people say that drag isn't political, it's always been political. It's always been like kind of like a fuck you to the norms, to like the rules. It's always been an art statement. And there's always been feminism in it, femininity in it. And being that I'm also part Ashlander, specifically Mabragash, from my mother's side of the family, there's a lot of feminine influence, feminine, you know, magic and mystique and intellect in that. And so it's a great opportunity for me to take everything I've learned and apply it on stage for the world to see.
Lady Kaguya, since I'm here, what are you going to do for Snatch Game? I was going to portray Lucy Liu because she's kind of one of my favorite actresses, and she's charismatic, she's pretty. People think that she's kind of stereotyped into only playing like the Chinese, Asian, dragon lady, tiger mom person, and I kind of want to dispel that and kind of show, like, through my character, like my performance in Snatch Game, like her versatility. Alright, definitely, I can totally see that. Those are all important topics, definitely. It's never a good thing to be pigeonholed or to be typecast. I'm just concerned with how are you going to make her funny. Because I seem to recall Lucy's she takes herself seriously. She's a serious actress. She can be funny. I've seen roles in movies where she is quite funny, but she's just not really that naturally on screen. The first thing that comes to mind as, oh, that's a funny actress. She's a serious acclaimed actress, and I'm concerned is what I'm saying with your choice, if it's not going to perhaps land you in the bottom if for not being funny. I get that. I do. I think I can make it work. I think that the gears are moving, and I'm going to be there interacting with you and the other queens, and I think it'll work. People will be laughing. Alright then, I'll leave you all to it, and I will see you in a few hours for Snatch Game! Hello, welcome one and all to the 5th annual Morgyn's Drag Race Snatch Game! I want to bring your attention to our 2 Snatch Game guests. Over here we have the host of Drag Race Salvadorada. Why, it's Oaxaca DeLite!
Buenos dias, Morgyn. So good to be here.
Now, I understand this isn't your first rodeo. You've done Snatch Game on your own season, but this time, things are going to be a little bit different.
I was hosting last time. Now I'm a contestant. What the hell?
And over here we have Mama Fa, the host of upcoming Drag Race Takamizu. Oh, how do you feel about being on Snatch Game for the very first time?
Hi Morgyn, I do love me a good seasoned Snatch.
Okay, well, why don't I introduce our celebrity guests? If the camera will just pan out over here. Oh, so many to choose from this time. Let's start over here with... Wait, with that... Oaxaca DeLite? Well, what are you doing over here? You're sitting over there!
I am Oaxaca DeLite.
I'm not trying to call you a liar, understandably, but clearly over here our guest contestant is Oaxaca DeLite. I mean, how can you be in 2 places at once?
I don't know who that is.
You're not me. I'm me.
I just thought he was a confused Deborah Van Valkenburg cosplayer.
Alright, and over here we have... Oh, that's acclaimed actress Lucy Liu. Hello, Morgyn. It's good to be here. I love acting, and I love acting around snatches. Interesting. It's good to have you here, Lucy. Do you have any upcoming movie projects that we should be aware of, especially your big fans out there? Why, yes, Morgyn. I have plenty of movies that are coming out. Alright, okay. Moving on, we have over here, who is that? A strange person. Who is that, sir? Who are you?
And Kaguya! Oh, sorry! Lucy Liu is already off to a rough start. Morgyn gave her such an easy open, and she blew it, and nobody was laughing.
The name's Tom Peeping, but my girlies call me Daddy Peepers.
Oh, you're not one of those foul peeping Toms, are you? Oh, we would never host someone like that here on Snatch Game on Morgan's Drag Race Era, just to let you know. Now, let's find another... Oh, who's that? Is that Mrs. Garrett from The Facts of Life? Oh, as I live and breathe. Charlotte Ray. Oh, I'm such a huge fan. How are you doing, darling?
Hello, Morgyn. I just flew in with my girls, and boy, is my back sore.
Wow, Madison as Charlotte Ray as Mrs. Garrett. Really easy to do. Could have watched Paul Vogt on Mad TV. Couldn't even bother to get the voice right. Wow.
And who is this we have over here? I'm not quite sure. You kind of look familiar, like Ellen, but you can't be Ellen DeGeneres, can you?
Actually, you are half correct. My name is Elowin. High Inquisitor Elowin DeGeneres. And I'm here on behalf of the Aldmeri Dominion. For the Thalmor. No reasons in particular. I just love being around other people. And Talos worshippers.
Oh dear, it sounds like you're definitely here under an agenda of sorts. So just want everyone to know that you are free to worship whoever you choose and pursue whatever faiths or lifestyles that is within your belief system. So we're open-minded here at Morgan's Drag Race.
Oh yes, of course. Except for Talos worshippers.
And over here it looks like, wait, is this Elizabeth Holmes, CEO of Theranos? Aren't you supposed to be doing time in a jail cell, or at the very least, maybe probably not in front of the camera?
Well, Morgyn, it's like I always say, First they think you're crazy, then they fight you, and then all of a sudden you change the world through insider trading and false blood results.
Now, I'm really curious, Miss Holmes, how on earth would you scam someone with a blood test result?
I replaced the blood with Wendy's ketchup.
Like, why would you, on earth would you do that? Specifically for Wendy's? Oh, you deserve to be locked up. Moving on. Oh, who is this notorious character in the front here? Was that infamous 80s Madam Heidi Fleiss? It must be.
You can call me Madam or Defendant, as the California Department of Corrections likes to call me.
Well, Madam, hopefully you won't be going back to jail anytime soon. And who's this character over here? I don't believe I recognize you at all, darling. What is your name?
Ooh, child, you mean to tell me you do not recognize the good Reverend when you see her, when you bask in her presence? Honey, I am the one, the only. And I forgot where I was going. Nope. I am the one, the only, Alicia Rose, aka the Good Reverend Chocolate. Amen. Hallelujah. You're welcome.
Reverend Chocolate, so you work for a church or some kind of charity organization? I have to say, I've never heard of you before, but it is interesting having you here on stage for Snatch Game. Very interesting indeed. And lastly but not leastly, over here, oh, is that acclaimed actress and singer Jennifer Lopez?
Hello, Morgan. It is I, Jennifer Lopez in the flesh.
It's so good to have such an A-list celebrity here at Snatch Game, Jennifer. I know you have tons of projects. You must be booked and blessed throughout the year. You know, and with all the things going on with Ben Affleck, it must be an ease on your mind to be among fellow celebrities.
Oh yes, Ben and I are done. We are through. Please, no more mention of this. It is too much to bear.
Okay, definitely. I will try to avoid the topic.
Oh my god, what the fuck was that? Miss Gremlin totally bombed on her introduction to Morgan. She's gonna bottom tonight, I can feel it.
Alright, now let me explain the rules of Snatch Game for those just tuning in who have never seen Snatch Game and our two guests. I will ask a question. Our two guests will proceed to write down an answer to the question. Simultaneously, our queens, celebrity guests, will also be writing down an answer. I will pick one of the two guests and ask them what their answer is. Then that will be what we are trying to find a match for. So, for example, I will say, Big Bertha is so big she blanks. I ask Mama Fa, and she says she's so big she can't get out of the house. So then I will ask one of our celebrity guests. For example, I'll ask Ellen DeGeneres, and if her answer is a match, then it's a match. And if it's not, then it's not. Alright. Here we go. Round 1. Snatch Game. Smart Sally is so smart that when she leaves the house, she always brings blank with her. And we'll give time for our celebrities to jot down their answers and our two guests. And I'll go ahead and we'll ask Oaxaca, what do you have for us?
Smart Sally is so smart that she never leaves the house without her taser.
A taser? Now that's an oddly specific, interesting choice there, Oaxaca.
There are lots of creeps and poor imitators out there, Morgan.
Alright, Smart Sally is so smart that she never leaves the house without her taser. Now let's see what our celebrity queens have for us. Oh, what the hell. Oaxaca DeLite, what answer did you get?
Well, Morgan, I wrote fuck me heels. Because it's not enough that I fuck my own contestants.
You shady bitch, shady.
What's that? Sorry, I can't hear you over the sound of my heels walking over my peers.
Okay, let's ask another celebrity. Miss Heidi Fleiss, what answer do you have for us?
Well, since doing time in the joint, I never leave home without my trusty shiv.
Oh, unfortunately not a match. Let's go ahead and ask Miss Jennifer Lopez. What answer do you have for us?
My salsa dress.
Is that your final answer, Miss Lopez? Your salsa dress?
I never leave home without it.
Gentiana girl, you in danger, girl.
Okay, well, definitely not a match. Let's go ahead and ask Reverend Chocolate. What answer do you have for us, dear?
You know, Morgan, I didn't want to come on here and immediately get onto my soapbox. But, as I am known as the Good Reverend, I cannot go without quoting from my very good book.
And which good book is that?
Which good book? My dear Morgan Ember, I am shocked, I am surprised, I am left aghast and speechless that you have not heard of the good book, the novelization of the Looney Bugs Bunny movie.
Okay, alright, I'll bite. What quote do you have for us, Reverend?
If you give a man a water cooler, he can drink for life. But if you let him drink from your pond, you can charge him tax.
Okay, Reverend, but we really need to have your answer now.
I am so smart, Morgan, in fact, that I never leave the house without my golf buggy. Because how the hell am I going to run over profligates without my damn golf buggy? You know what I'm saying?
Oh, I'm so sorry, Reverend. That is not a match. Let's go on to Elwin DeGeneres. Hopefully this one's a match. What did you get for us?
Well, Morgan, as a proud surfing member of the Almeri Dominion, I never leave home without my trusted handy-dandy shock staff to keep apostates in line.
Shock staff, taser. I think that counts as a match. I think we've got a match. Ellen Wynn, Oaxaca. There you go. Our first match of the night.
Oh, I love you, girly. Thank you so much.
Oh, don't thank me. I'm just doing my civic duty as part of a member of the Thalmor. It's my job to help people and punish Talos worshippers.
I'm Oaxaca and I love all of my children equally except for the ugly ones.
Okay, so I believe that this will be it for round 1, and we are going to prepare for round 2. Okay, beginning round 2, our question is, Fat Franny is so fat that whenever she visits a buffet, blank happens. What is blank? We give some time for our celebrities and our 2 guests to write their answers. And we'll go ahead and we'll ask Mama Fa, what answer do you have for us?
Fat Franny is so fat that whenever she visits a buffet, they immediately flip the closed sign.
Alright, whenever Fat Franny visits a buffet, they immediately flip the closed sign. Let's see what answers our celebrities have for us. Let's go ahead and ask Elizabeth Holmes. What answer do you have for us?
They accuse her of insider trading, which she clearly wasn't guilty of.
Oh, I'm sorry, Miss Holmes, but that's definitely not a match. Tom Peeping, what answer do you have for us, hun?
They roll up their windows and have a wicked good time with the ladies.
Oh, that is definitely not a match. Miss Lucy Liu, acclaimed actress. What happens when Fat Franny visits a buffet? They go into a secret room to work on the script for Charlie's Angels 5. That might have been a big bad on my part. I don't even know if there was a Charlie's Angels 3 or 4 with Lucy Liu and Drew Barrymore. I don't know. It's been forever since I've seen the movies. Sorry. I'm sorry, Lucy, Drew. I'm sorry. That's not a match, Lucy Liu, I'm afraid. Let's ask... Who should we ask? Who we haven't asked yet? Charlotte Ray. Fat Franny visits a buffet. What happens?
I just wrote Tootie.
Tootie. Interesting. Is just Tootie your final answer, Mrs. Garrett?
Blair was always my favorite, and I'm not talking about Blair Underwood.
Mrs. Garrett, are you okay? You seem to be malfunctioning.
I appear to be having a stroke.
Oh, sorry, Mrs. Garrett. It's not a match. Okay, let's go ahead and ask Jennifer Lopez. Fat Franny visits a buffet. What happens?
They delight in watching her dance.
Is this bitch for real? She sucks, as both J-Lo and as herself.
I'm sorry, that's definitely not a match. Let's go ahead and ask Reverend Chocolate. Fat Franny arrives to the buffet. Blank happens. What happens?
I'm telling you, Morgan Ember, the good book, it forbids excessive eating, Morgan. It forbids it. Eating is against the Bible. It says, thou shall not eat. And what does Fat Franny do? Obviously, the bitch is eating. She's eating for 5. But to answer your question, when the fat bitch shows up at the buffet, they play possum, ho. They act like they ain't home because ain't nobody want to deal with a 600-pound my life bitch. Sasquatch, gargantuan, Gorax-looking, Jabba the Hutt sumo wrestler bitch. Final answer.
Oh my god. I think that might be a match. I think playing possum, they flip the clothesline. I think that is a match. Congratulations, Mama Fa and Reverend Chocolate.
Yay me!
Say his name. Say it, praise him. Praise the great Alex Trebek. Say his name.
Oh, it looks like we are both tied, Mama Fa and Oaxaca DeLite, both tied with a point each. So this will be our third final round, a tiebreaker lightning round. And what's going to happen is we are going to ask both Oaxaca and Mama Fa for their answers. And we're going to see how many queens line up and ultimately break the tie. So, our lightning round question. Dumb Doris is so dumb, she forgets blank every time she's at the store. We'll give time for our celebrities to jot down their answers. And our two guests. And we'll go ahead and ask Oaxaca DeLite what your answer is for us.
Dumb Doris is so dumb that she forgets the toilet paper every time she visits the store.
Alright, Dumb Doris is so dumb she forgets toilet paper every time she visits the store. Now we'll go ahead and we'll ask Mama Fa for her answer to the question, Dumb Doris is so dumb that she forgets blank every time she goes to the store.
Dumb Doris is so dumb that she forgets to get batteries every time she visits the store.
Ugh, such a relatable queen. I know I always forget batteries, always running out. Okay, so we have Oaxaca DeLite's answer, and we have Mama Fa's answer. So what we're going to do to try to break this tie is we are going to put it out there and see how many celebrities match up and get as many matches as we can in this one round for either guest. And whoever ends up with the most matches wins. Let's go ahead and ask our resident Talos hunter, Elwin DeGeneres, what answer do you have for us?
Well, Dumb Doris is so dumb that she is an apostate, Talos-worshipping idiot who will be hunted and smited and arrested and never see the light of day again. Final answer.
Oh, I'm sorry. That's definitely not a match. Let's go over to Tom. Wait a minute. Where's Tom Peeping? Who are you? I don't recognize you at all.
I'm Tina Peeping, no relation to Tom. He had to step out for a smoke break, so I'm filling in.
Well, alright, Tina, so long as his seat is the only thing you're filling tonight. Anyway, the question is, Dumb Doris is so dumb she forgets blank every time she goes to the store.
Dumb Doris is so dumb that she forgets the lubricant every time she goes to the store, dumb bitch.
Oh, that is definitely not a match. Let's go ahead and ask Jennifer Lopez again. What do you have for us? Dumb Doris is so dumb she gets blank whenever she goes to the grocery store.
She forgets her copy of Esquire magazine featuring Jennifer Lopez on cover.
That's certainly not a match. Elizabeth Holmes, what answer do you have for us?
Doris is so dumb she forgets to create a fake identity for whenever she goes to the store.
Oh yes, I can't remember how many times I've left the house without securing myself with my fake identity.
That's how they get you. That's how they got me.
Oh, and here I thought it was insider trading that got your ass locked up. Anyway, let's go on and ask another person. Reverend Chocolate, what answer do you have for us?
Dumb Doris is so dumb that the bitch done gone forget that this is my turf, ho. She ain't supposed to be walking on my turf. Now I'm going to have to sit here, run her ass over with my buggy, and I'm going to have to smack the shit out of her. I'm going to have to come after her family and smack the shit out of them, because I got to teach all the asses a lesson. Period.
Nope, that's still definitely not a match. Miss Heidi Fleiss, do you have anything for us?
Dumb Doris is so dumb that she forget to leave her ankle monitor at home before going to the store.
Oh, I can't tell you how many times this happened to me.
That happens to the best of us.
Not a match, so we'll go ahead and ask Miss Lucy Liu. Dumb Doris is so dumb she forgets blank each time she visits the store. Dumb Doris is so dumb that she forgets to buy the limited edition Charlie's Angels Trapper Keeper each time she visits the store. Final answer. Oh, I'm sorry, Lucy Liu. That is definitely not a match. We'll go ahead. We'll ask Oaxaca DeLite. What the hell? Dumb Doris is so dumb she forgets blank each time she goes to the store.
She forgot her Bob Blast with a bag of restaurant-style tortilla chips.
Nope, that's definitely not a match. I guess our only hope left is Mrs. Garrett. Mrs. Garrett, Charlotte Ray. Dumb Doris is so dumb she forgets blank each time she visits the store. What have you got for us?
Dumb Doris is so dumb that she forgets to wipe her feet before leaving the supermarket.
And unfortunately, that is definitely not a match, Mrs. Garrett. And unfortunately, that sound means our time is up. No matches, no tiebreaker for the lightning round. I am left in shock of this development. Anyway, well, we have to make a winner. We have to name someone. So drum roll, please. The winner of the 5th annual edition of Snatch Game is me. For having to slog through this. Actually, if you had to witness this, no one is a winner, and I apologize greatly. Thanks to our celebrities for being here, and our 2 guests. Thank you both for being here, Oaxaca DeLite and Mama Fa, and I will see everybody on the main center stage tonight. Welcome, everyone. Welcome to the grand stage of Morgan's Drag Race. Siobhan Fires. Oh, the fire of my life. You always look so radiant. You should compete. Please tell me you'll compete next season. Morgan, I can't compete because then who will agree with you on everything? Thank you. You also look stunning, Mama. In green, I love it. Jasper Harp, our resident teen dream sensation and fashion blogger. Are you looking forward to seeing what our queens are bringing to the runway tonight? With the category being green with envy.
Morgan, you know for a fact that I am always 100% sitting tucked in anticipation for what your queens are serving on the runway.
And over here is one of our 2 very special guest judges from the beautiful city of Ciudad Enamorada, is the hostess with the mostest of Drag Race El Dorado herself, Oaxaca DeLite. Oaxaca, it's such a delight to have you here.
Hola Morgan, it's great to be here on the main stage of Drag Race.
And lastly, but certainly not leastly, the head judge and host of upcoming Drag Race Takamizu, it's Mama Fa. Oh, you look radiant, you look amazing. I'm so glad to have you here.
It's like a dream come true. I can't believe that I'm actually here.
Earlier this week, our queens were tasked with putting on their best celebrity impersonations for the 5th annual Snatch Game. And it was a hoot and a half. or was it hoot and holler? I don't really know. I'm not from the South. I don't know. Anyway, judges, are we all in agreement that this was one of the goodest Snatch games we've had in a while? Not the best, but one of the goodest. Anyway, that part's over. Who's ready for the runway? Show of hands? Okay. Without further ado, let's do further and reveal my queens.
Blue hair don't care. Green with envy is animatronic to a T, baby.
What's the point?
Category is green with envy, and mama, let me tell you something. Miss Cyanide, she clocked it. That is the T, baby, because I ain't envious about anybody. These other bitches, they're gonna be feeling green. Because I know that I killed Snatch Game. I'm about to kill this Runway. People are gonna be green in the gills, in the face, from envy for weeks. The legend of Cyanide lives on again.
I am showing the judges how versatile the dancing queen can be. I was Jennifer Lopez for Snatch Game, and I am emulating her on that runway.
Gripping the wheel 'cause I know it's too late. I'm too late, it's over.
Regardless of how Morgyn or the judges felt about my Snatch Game performance, I know that I'm going to win them over with my runway.
Category was green with envy, and I am giving you red carpet realness. I am dressed for like a midnight premiere, for a big global premiere, to go to the awards. I am basically giving you Hollywood realness with this green with envy look. And there's no way you can look at this mermaid fishtail dress and go, that isn't gorge. Necks are going to be breaking, trying to turn their heads to see me from every which angle. That's how good I look on this runway tonight.
Walking down that runway, I feel like a star because I look like a star. I look like a moon and a star. Lumina Velothrin, moon and star. And it's definitely giving green. It's probably going to make the other queens envious. I feel good, I look good, and there's nothing wrong with admitting that, especially when the challenge calls for it.
Baby, I know I look like an A-list celebrity, but there's something so dirty, so cringe about looking that way. While wearing a metric shit ton of green, I feel like I'm infringing on Parsley's trademark for looking green.
What's the point in telling lies? Nothing to gain with nothing to...
I know a lot of girls have these big fancy monologues ready for this runway, but that's not me. I'm a simple queen who keeps it 100% simple. This is a simple lime dress that you'd wear in the hot summer evenings while selling cold glasses of lemonade to your neighbor's hot dad.
Honestly speaking, I love this look. Green isn't my favorite, but I made it work for this runway. And I have bedhead, I'm wearing vintage knee-highs and a tight-fitting latex shoulder skirt. The 80s are calling, and I'm answering the phone.
Thank you, ladies. Would the following queens please remain on stage to receive critiques from the judges? Gentiana, Lumina, Pashmina Pashuka, Yoshka, Cyanide, Hibiscus, and Lady Kaguya.
In the VIP, like they didn't have any critiques for me?
Maybe you just weren't memorable enough to get the call-up.
Girl, you're in here too.
It's not my fault that judges aren't socially aware of obscure 1980s tabloid scandals.
Obscure media? Girl, you weren't funny, like at all. Best check yourself before you wreck yourself.
Maybe you just weren't that funny, Madison. Let's face the facts. Either way, you'll probably be sashaying away soon enough.
First off, we'll begin with Gentiana.
Hola, querida, ¿cómo estás?
Buenas noches, tía, ¿cómo estás?
First off, I admire your dedication to stay in character. However, with a celebrity like J.Lo, it's hard to be funny because she isn't really that funny in real life. Your hair, makeup, attire, all of it was on point, and I have zero critiques for those. However, during Snatch Game, I found myself not laughing as much when J.Lo was talking.
Entiendo.
Your runway is gorgeous, and I can see the reference to the Versace dress she wore to the Grammys in 2000. Even though it's a different cut and style, the reference is there, and I think you deserve points for that. ¿Deberías estar orgullosa, mi querida?
Muchas gracias, tía. I cannot believe I'm standing here being critiqued by Tia Oaxaca herself. If I die tomorrow, I will die knowing my life is complete.
Next up, oh, is that a scrib lost in an ash storm? Oh no, it's Lumina.
I really enjoyed your Snatch Game, Lumina. I thought the idea behind Ellen Wen DeGeneres was creative and fun, and it showed in your interaction throughout Snatch Game.
Well, she is somewhat of a celebrity back where I'm from in Morrowind. Not like popular is in a positive sense, but more like people like to mock her and make fun of her.
Your runway on stage is truly the epitome of green with envy, because the others must be somewhat envious of your consistent runway serves. This dress you're wearing with the hair and matching emerald accessories really make you stand out from the crowd like you're an A-lister stuck in the same room as the B-list. That said, I think your performance was one of the best for me tonight. And your looks here on stage is one of, if not the best, judging by what I'm seeing.
Aw, thank you so much, Jasper. I appreciate it. And I just have one thing to say to all you trifling NWAs out there. Stay mad!
Next up, Pashmina Pachuca.
Pashmina, mi amor. Parece que fue ayer cuando te decía que te alejaras. Pero aquí estás, parado en el escenario ante mí una vez más. ¿Cómo es esto posible?
Oh, you must be mistaking me for my identical twin cousin Charmeuse Pachucha.
Yes, that must be it. I have to say that it was very ballsy of you to impersonate such a beautiful, wise, and graceful judge before her very eyes.
I was just copying you, Oaxaca. I don't know this other judge you're describing.
You did a fantastic job, mi amor. My makeup could have done with some more blending, but overall, it was delightful. As for your runway look, the dress, I hate it.
I'm sorry you don't like my dress, Tia, but I agree about your mug. It could definitely do with another beating.
Are y'all seeing this bitch is really standing there reading me tonight?
Yes! No tea, no shade, Oaxaca, but I am here for it and getting my life with this cast this season. I have to say, this is the most entertaining cast I've had the pleasure of judging in ages.
Good luck with the rest of the competition. Break a leg, mi amor.
Thank you, Tia.
I'm serious. I hope you actually break your leg.
Oh, don't take our banter too seriously. That's just how we are back on Drag Race Salvadorada. Oaxaca is still a bitch, though. Love you, auntie.
Next up, we have Yoshka. Girl, I do not know where you came up with the idea to portray a serial peeping Tom as their Snatch Game character, but I live for it. It was funny. It was hilarious. I don't know much about Peeping Tom, so I can't say whether it was on point or not, but I loved it. This runway look is giving me 80s rock star vibes. The hair, the gloves, the knee-high boots, the spandex dress. I love it. I love everything about it. This look is a winning look for me tonight.
Well, I hope my impersonation was accurate after catching him in the act of spying on me in the shower hundreds of times. I'm serious, it was creepy as hell.
Thank you, Yoshka. Up next, Cyanide. Cyanide, or should I say Reverend Chocolate?
Or you could just call me B-lister.
I'm gonna level with you, girl. I have never heard of this Reverend Chocolate character, so I don't know if she's based off of like an obscure public figure, like maybe an influencer, or if it's just from a show or a game I've never seen. But I was laughing. Like, you killed it. Like, whoever this character is, you were her for me. You killed it. You were the Snatch game.
I mean, she's based off of someone that I know IRL, and I like to play as her in Grand Theft Auto, so that counts, right? That counts as semi-autobiographical, right?
As for your runway presentation, I like the dress. Basically, I like everything. I'm just not sure how I feel about the hair, because I can tell you have earrings, but you can't really see them, which kind of defeats the purpose. I personally probably would have gone with a shorter, like, pixie cut, maybe like Rihanna 2010 hair. But overall, it's a good look. It's green with envy.
Thank you so much. It really means a lot to me. Let the record show that Cyanide never has nor ever will be referred to as a B-lister. This bitch is an A-lister. Period.
Next, Hibiscus.
I thought your Snatch game impression was funny. Probably could have been funnier, but given the source material, who knows? I love your green with envy look. The dress is very obviously an Izzy Fabulous design, and is a very popular choice for late night socialites. The hair and makeup says party girl, but the fancy opera gloves say, don't talk to me unless you earn a 7-figure income. In short, I really like this look, and if anything, it enhances the star quality that is already present within you.
Thank you so much. It means a lot to hear that. Of course, it would be better to hear you won the maxi, or even better, Miss Cosplay Bitch, sashay away.
Lastly, but certainly not leastly, Lady Kaguya.
Hi Kaguya, I watched your Snatch game performance in anticipation to see you kill it, and I know that the struggle is real. The pressure is like 1,000,000 times higher for Asian queens. I also know that the Drag Race franchise has sort of a history of seeing Asian queens getting the chop at Snatch Game. Even our very first Fortuna cookie was let go at Snatch Game. All of that said, and I'm not trying to come across as super judgmental here, but I feel like with your choice of Lucy Liu for Snatch Game kind of boxed you in a pigeonhole. You're expected to be funny, but how do you make an acclaimed, serious actress like her funny? As for your runway, I love the mermaid dress. The hair, makeup, necklace. Tonight, honey, you are sparkling with Asian excellence.
Thank you, Mama Fa. I know that our cultures are different, but it really means a lot to hear it from one Asian to another on stage that, oh, you're not an early out, you're not an early cut, you're not filler. It's nice to hear that some people still think that you have a chance at winning, and it feels so good to hear. I don't know. I just don't know. Something about what Mama Fa said was something I needed to hear, because I feel like I've been kind of floundering for a bit, and maybe this is the wake-up call that I need so that next challenge I'm definitely going to win. Thank you, Kaguya. You queens may retire to the Delusion Convince Yourself Lounge for a drink while we judges deliberate.
So, how's everybody feeling post-critique? I'm not gonna lie, I might be feeling a little bit inflated because, as the good Reverend, I killed it. Might be a little too early to be celebrating, but I received 0 criticism. I'm feeling on cloud 9, no one's gonna drop me down now.
I liked my critiques, the judges liked my Snatch and my runway, so I feel like that's a win, even if it's really not. This could actually be paving the way for a Yoshika redemption arc. I'm gagged.
I definitely could have chosen a better celebrity to have impersonated for Snatch Game, but the choice was mine ultimately, and if I have to lip sync, I have to lip sync. I don't really have any regrets because I feel like on that stage with Mama Fa, I have like such a good connection there and an understanding, and I don't think I would have gotten that if I had chosen anybody else. If I had like knocked it out of the park and did well, that'd be great, but I don't think there would have been that connection that we had.
The judges loved my runway, and most of them loved my Snatch game, even though if they didn't really get the references. But I'm definitely green with envy. I'm not envy of anyone here, just putting that out there, but they did love my look.
They eat you up every time you set foot on that goddamn stage. It's always Lumina. You're perfect, you're beautiful, you look like Dagathur, you're a model.
I get that you're mad, maybe even jealous, but what am I supposed to say? I'm happy that I receive consistent good marks and praise week after week. Am I supposed to sit here and be sad and depressed about it? No, honey, that's not how it works. It's still a competition. Maybe work on yourself before reacting negatively to your sisters. Just a thought.
I felt like someone had to say it, might as well be me.
My critiques were alright, would have been nice to feel like a winner. And I feel I'm always saying next week will be my week to win, and but it's almost the end, and I need to prove I deserve to be in the finale.
So how did it go? Did you get good critiques this time?
Yeah, spill the tea, honey.
The critics were not so good, but honestly, that is of little matter. I got to finally meet my idol, Tia Oaxaca.
Well, hopefully you won't have to lip sync. This bitch is definitely gonna have to lip sync, calling it now!
Gentiana needs to join the House of Luzon because she is D. Luzon. Oh.
I could care less what the others say. I feel so good knowing that my drag idol could see me in Snatch game and dressed on stage. I could go home today and I would still feel a winner.
Now, just between us magical misfits, who do we believe are winners and our losers for this week's Maxi Challenge and Runway are? I really think that Cyanide won Snatch Game. I think she is the Snatch Game. I think honorable mention to Yoshka. She was really funny. I really enjoyed Yoshka's runway look. I would like to see her at least get the runway win, if not the Snatch Game win.
Cyanide and Lumina were amazing for Snatch Game, and their runways were top-notch this week.
I think Lumina's Snatch Game performance was the best in my opinion. I will agree that Pashmina's mug was perfectly blended for the green with Envy runway.
I agree that Cyanide killed it this week. I didn't fall in love with her runway, but that's okay. Her Snatch Game was perfect. Not to sound nepotist or anything, but Pashmina's mug was on point, and the lighter makeup makes her look so ethereal and beautiful.
Perfect. Now, who are our bottoms for this week's Maxi Challenge? I'm gonna go ahead and say Lady Kaguya. I don't know why she picked Lucy Liu. She could literally pick anybody. Being Asian does not inherently limit you to just playing Asian characters. She could literally pick anybody. And I agree, Lucy Liu is beautiful and she's a great actress, but she's not funny. She's not the first person who comes to mind being funny. I also feel like if she picks someone like Margaret Cho, who's known to be funny, that it would be kind of like stereotypical or kind of like problematic for people. I don't know. I wasn't really super impressed with her runway look. It seemed very basic, very simple. It felt like it was missing something. I'm not sure what, but definitely was missing something.
I'm going to have to agree with Shiv. Even though I hate to say it, I just wish there was some other option.
I didn't see Jennifer Lopez at the Snatch Game. I saw Gentiana in a brown wig with a bad accent. It's a no from me.
I agree with Jasper. Gentiana wasn't living up to the standards of the competition. The criteria wasn't met, and she needs to be held accountable for that.
Alright, it sounds like we have reached a consensus. Silence! Summon forth my queens! Welcome back, ladies. The judges and I have made some decisions. First and foremost, I want to get right down to brass tacks. Cyanide, you made all of us laugh with your rendition of a very unique character I'd never heard of before, Reverend Chocolate. It was funny, it was hilarious. There's really no one else in the room who deserves this win as much as you. So, spoiler alerts, Miss Cyanide, you are this week's Maxi Challenge winner. You are entitled to 1,200 simoleons and a custom wig by Sim Queens Incorporated. Congratulations, darling.
Nabbing the Maxi win is like so invigorating. I feel so elated. I know that like every other queen that goes through this actually feels this way, because it is. It's like I didn't have to lip sync. I didn't have to be placed in the bottom. I got the win, and I made everybody laugh. And let's be honest, it's really cool. And drag is a great way to do that, to achieve, you know, the goal of entertaining people and making people laugh. And I brought a character who's obscure, who's kind of a made-up character, but kind of not. And I fucking turned it out, and I got a win for it. I wish that could happen every time.
Pashmina Pashuka, we have not forgotten about your lovely makeup and your lime dress. That's perfect for the Green with Envy Runway Challenge. So perfect, in fact, that we decided that you are this week's Runway Challenge winner. And you are entitled to 2 custom dresses from Stylish Sims of Samishino. Congratulations, my dear.
A runway win for Ma. Morgan, you shouldn't have. But since you did, I will take it and kindly move on to the next challenge.
Lumina, you might not be a winner this week, but you always manage to impress us with your looks and your charm and your talent. And I want to remind you that it was a very close call this week, and that you are going to be looked upon with great interest to see where your drag career during Drag Race and post-Drag Race take you. With that said, you 3 are safe and may head to the back of the stage.
I'm kind of disappointed that I didn't get a win this week, but it is encouraging to hear such praise and encouragement from the judges themselves of being like, you know, yeah, it wasn't good enough to really win, it was close, but not quite it, but we're holding you in high regard, and we're interested in seeing what you're gonna bring. Yeah, the pressure's definitely stacking. It's definitely mounting on this one. Obviously, I've got no other option but to bring it for every future challenge.
Miss Yoshka, likewise, the judges and I love this look on the runway. There's just something about it. There's something about you. However, it wasn't quite enough to merit a runway or a maxi win this week, so you are also safe.
Not getting a win this week really sucks, because like we all know that Snatch Game is the make it or break it challenge of the season. At least I wasn't relegated to the lounge this time, so there's that.
Hibiscus, my dear. The hair, the makeup, the dress. Perfect. Chef kiss. But it wasn't quite enough to nab a win for this week's challenge or runway. You were safe.
It sucks not getting a win this week, but me not being in the bottom more than likely means that Miss Cosplay Gremlin is in the bottom by default. Bye, bitch. It was fun feuding for 5 minutes of screen time.
Unfortunately, that means Gensiana and Lady Kaguya, you are both up for elimination, and are our candidates for lip sync tonight. So, ladies, if you would please take your places on the stage and prepare yourselves, for the time has come for you to lip sync for your life. Remember, this is your last chance to impress me and save yourselves from elimination. So good luck, and please don't flunk it up.
I do not envy Kaguya for going against La Reina del Baile de Ciudad Enamorada because she will lose big time.
I have seen Gentiana lip sync. I've never been against her in a lip sync before, but I am not worried. I might have bombed Snatch game, but lip syncing and dancing are two things that this queen knows how to do, and I'm gonna give her a fight.
Come on, shake your body, baby, do that conga. No, you can't control yourself any longer. Come on, shake your body, baby, do that conga. No, you can't control yourself any longer.
I noticed that Gentiana is kind of like pulling more advanced dance moves and choreography kind of right out of the floodgate, and that's not really my style. I can dance, but I want to embody the song. I want to like show that I'm one with the lyrics, that I'm like showing a story with my lip sync. I don't want people to see me and think, oh, it's a death drop, oh, it's a kick, oh, it's a split, oh, it's a light spin, lip sync and world-ending move 3086 that's been like seen time and time before. I want them to see a story, I want them to be entertained, so that's what I'm doing.
I'm not gonna take it easy or slow. I didn't win the title La Reina del Baile de Ciudad Enamorada for being a slow, boring queen.
Watching the lip sync, I can see that Gentiana is totally cleaning house. If I was Kaguya, I'd be worried.
I've already seen Kaguya and Gentiana lip sync before, but not against each other. Having said that, it's going to be a real shame to see the lady go home with her 2 wins going to waste.
This is the second time Little Miss Cosplay Gremlin has landed in the bottom, so all I need for Kaguya to do is to send her bitch ass packing back home.
That reveal from Gentiana was perfectly timed, and to be honest, I'm kinda living for it right now!
This is a really good lip sync so far. Gentiana, we already knew that she's like a killer lip syncer, and Kaguya's pretty good. I think she's holding on her own so far, but it's anyone's guess who's gonna win. I hate to say it because like me and Kaguya are from like group 1, so we're OG day 1. But I kind of think that Gentiana might have it in the bag.
Ladies, I've made my decision. Gentiana, Shantae, you stay. You may head to the back of the stage with your sisters.
Of course, Mama Morgan make right choice in choosing me. I will live to slay again. Nobody in this competition is safe.
Kaguya, my fair lady. And that's it. I'm going home. It's done. It's over. And my part here in Drag Race is over. And just like that. I'm just dumbstruck. Your time will come, and you're going to shine bright like the moon. But now is not your time, because I need to see more from you. So, Shantae, you also stay. Shoot for the moon, settle for being a star. Oh my god, is this happening? Oh my god, I don't know whether to cry or laugh or scream. Thank you so much, Mama Morgyn. I will not let this opportunity go to waste. I want to postpone the post-elimination reveries for an important announcement. Beginning immediately, first thing next week, will be the first ever edition of Morgyn's Lip Sync Spectacular. All of you will be required to lip sync for your chance to move on to the penultimate of the competition. And from there, the finale. We will have 2 queens leaving us throughout the Lip Sync Spectacular. The rest will obviously have proven themselves and will move forward. But those 2 who have lost will see themselves exiting the competition. So, with that said, prepare yourselves for the crucible of the lip sync next week. Oh, what the hell? I just got through a grueling fucking lip sync, and already first thing, I have to go through another lip sync. Morgyn really is a master manipulator, I swear to God.
Dancing, lip syncing, gymnastics are all things I excel at, so this challenge should be right up my alley.
A lip sync spectacular, as in lip syncing against another person. Nurse, I'd like to call in sick.
I have never had to lip sync because I haven't bombed badly enough to bottom. But Miss Cosplay Bitch has twice. Maybe this will be her lucky 3rd strike and she'll be out of the competition.
An actual lip sync contest to see who advances to the finale. This is insane. I have yet to lip sync, but bitch, you best believe if I am placed in the bottom, I'm gonna lip sync my ass off and dance circles around these hoes. Trust and believe.
I've never had to lip sync before in this competition, but I'm fairly confident in my abilities. The only thing I'm unsure about is who I'll be up against and if I'll come out on top. I'm pretty sure I will, but there's always a variable.
We're getting an actual lip sync challenge next week. Something that yours truly specializes in. These bitches are officially put on notice. I truly don't envy whoever ends up lip syncing against me because I am not giving up my spot in the finale.
I've never lip synced. But that doesn't mean that I'm not confident about this. You best believe that Madison is gonna take center stage and mow over the competition.
Kentiana is not worried. No, in fact, it is fake Flower Queen who should be feeling worried. I am the Dancing Queen, the elite assassin of the season, and nobody can beat me.
With that said, rest up, my queens, for you will be entering the crucible.